Hey, hope you're well. It's Chris at Fit School. Now, a few nights ago on BBC, there's a program called The Truth About Healthy Eating. Quite interesting because, well, number one, people have been talking about it on social media, but we thought that it showed some good things and some not so great things. So we thought we'd do a video to highlight those and hopefully not leave you as confused as before you started watching it. Because we know what it can be. When you watch these programs, you can think at the end, well, my whole diet is now been rubbished. I'm going to kick back with a tin of biscuits and devour them in one hit. So, first, the good things. Now, it really showed the power marketing has over us when we buy things, in particular with healthy foods. So, because foods are packaged a certain way or labelled a certain way, they have a certain colour, certain wording, scientific literature's on the more expensive version and the cheaper version, we'll actually buy that because we feel we trust it because of the writing on that label. So learning how to read beyond the marketing material, the packaging, the labelling, and know what a food group is can massively slash your food bill and have a neutral effect on your overall health. So it's important to do that and learn how to do that in general. Now, the not so great things were that it tried to compare cabbage and kale and similar food groups to see whether there was a benefit in eating the slightly more expensive one over the slightly cheaper one. But the comparisons were just insane. I mean, I'm thinking, who in their right mind has that dilemma in a supermarket? Should I eat cabbage, kale? Ooh, I'm not sure. Cabbage, kale. Kale's got more vitamin C. Let's go for the kale. I don't recognise that, and I've never seen anybody who has that dilemma in real life. I think they missed the trick on that. It should be cabbage, kale, and nothing, or cabbage, kale, and I don't know, tin spaghetti or spaghetti on toast. That's what I want to see. A better dilemma than just cabbage, kale, because it kind of has a whiff of middle class dilemmas, which I just don't recognise. So the second thing, which was bizarre, was the phrase healthy eating. Now, I don't like that phrase in general because I think it's used more by people to convince themselves to eat healthily without actually having a health benefit from that. Because your health is not determined on just how you eat, it's determined by many other factors. It could be how much sleep you're getting, how much stress you have, so environmental stress, it could be work stress, it could be emotional stress, mental stress, whether or not you're getting enough sleep, so particularly if you've got young children in the house, are you going through a tough divorce, exercise, that's what can affect our health dramatically, not just eating a certain way. And your goal could be different as well. You could be trying to bulk up for an event. You could be trying to slim down for an event. You could be trying to eat to manage disease and illness. So healthy eating, when someone says to me they eat healthily, I often think they think they're being judged. So they say I eat healthily because, I don't know, I eat my 5 a day, which when I look through their food diaries is more like 2 or 3 a day. And actually food diaries are quite important because whenever somebody asks for my help with their nutrition and food diaries, they immediately think that I am judging them. So they say, I try and eat healthily. And I've got to get quite specific with them. I'll say, well, what does that mean? Talk to me like a 2-year-old. What's healthy eating? And when they list it, I think, well, yeah, that's not too bad, but that doesn't mean you're going to be healthy because you might not be doing any exercise, your sleep's not great, your lifestyle's a bit out of sync. So it's much more complex than just eating an apple, an orange, or even five a day. And that's what I hate about these programs and the phrase healthy eating. So definitely watch it if you haven't seen it. Take it with a pinch of salt. The marketing section on how we buy things is really interesting, but all the other things and the scenarios and is cabbage better than kale and I would take that with a pinch of salt because I think that just does one thing. It makes great TV without really educating people. And in my opinion, they miss the trick to educate people who have real life problems. So that's the Fit School response. Hopefully that made sense. Any questions, do feel free to direct them to us at our community page and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.